Hello everyone. In this video, we'll be seeing variables and operators in Python. So this is a just a hello world application. What this actually does is print hello world. This I have done it without using a variable. A variable is a name that we can give to a value. So we can do this by using a variable. We can give a variable msg and assign the value hello world to this variable and then pass this variable to the print function. Then we get the same output, that is the hello world. Now in this case what we have done is we have assigned a string, that is the hello world. The type of this variable can be found out using the function type. That is, if we assign the type of msg back to the same variable, what the type of the MSG will be printed out in the output. That is the type, which is string. Now if we assign a number to MSG, that is 21, then the type of the variable becomes int. If we give a decimal point, that is 21.5, then the type of the variable becomes float. So we have seen some of the most common types of the variable, that is string, int and float, that we will be using. Now we can see the operators. There are many operators in Python for doing operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, etc. First we can see the addition operator. That is the common addition operator is plus. You can guess what will be printed out here. That is 21 plus 6. The answer is 27. That is 21 plus 6. Now if we change this 21 into a string, that is by enclosing this 21 in quotation marks, then it becomes a string. Then what happens we can see. There is a type mismatch, that is the variable msg is of type string while 6 is of type integer. Then if we run this program, we can see what happens. We get a type error, that is both these must be in the same type to be added. So if in order to make 6 as a string, we can enclose it in quotation mark. Then we can see what the result of these operations. What happens is the two strings are concatenated, are joined together. That is 216. Similar to addition, there is subtraction. For that, minus. Then for multiplication, there is asterisk. Then slash for division. Two asterisks are used to give the power. That is, for example, if we have to find the power 2 raised to 6, then that is 2 asterisk 6. Then we get the answer of 2 raised to 6, that is 64. This is known as a statement. Here, equal to is an assignment operator which assigns the value of 2 raised to 6 to the variable msg, and this variable is printed out here using the print function. Now we can see an expression. In this case, which of the operations takes place? there is actually a order in which the operations takes place, and it is given by pet mass. That is, P is for parenthesis, E for exponential, that is the raised to, then division, then multiplication, then addition, and finally the subtraction. That is, at first the parenthesis, that is 4 plus 2, 6, then 6 raised to 6, then 5 into 6, then finally the subtraction. So we can see what the final answer will be. It is negative 23376. In this case, 4 plus 2, 6. 6 raised to 2 is 36. 36 into 5 is 180. 4 minus 180 is minus 176. This is known as precedence of operators. There are many other operators in Python, like the AND operator, OR operator, NOT operator. These are all logical operators. Then there is also the bitwise AND operator, the bitwise OR operator, and the bitwise NOT operator as well, that we can see in later videos. Next, we can see how to write comments in a Python language. Comments are used to further explain what the code does. For example, this is msg is equal to hello. Then we use print msg. So in order for someone who is reading this code to better understand this code, we will use comments. In order to write comment, first we have to use hash. Then we will write the comment. That is the print the variable. In the case of naming a variable, there are certain conventions. Like a variable cannot begin with a number. If we begin a variable with a number, then it gives an error, invalid syntax. Similarly, certain special characters cannot be used, like at the rate or exclamation mark within variables. All gives an invalid. Underscore can be used within variables as well as numbers. The only thing is that we can't begin a variable with a number. So these are the accepted naming conventions. Then a variable name cannot contain any keywords which are used by the Python language. So this concludes this video, which has given an introduction regarding variables and operators in Python.